Hey, what up, guys? So, doing my what's next right now on undefeated WBO middleweight champion of the world, Demetrius Andrade. So, Andrade fought on the, he main evented a DAZN card on Saturday the 29th, June 29th. And he got a dominating one-sided 12-round unanimous decision over Polish contender Maciej Sulecki. This was probably the biggest win of his career, mainly because, you know, Sulecki is a good opponent, even if you didn't know him. He was a top 10 middleweight coming in to the fight, so pretty solid middleweight. But I think more because, you know, Andrade hasn't had a lot of big-name guys that want to fight him, but I think it also has to do with Andrade's exposure right now, and the fact that he's, you know, even an option for Canelo right now, I think is a big deal for him. You know, and to get a win, a dominating win over a guy like Sulecki was impressive. So, the big question, what's next now for Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade, not Boom Boom. Excuse me. Well, first up, he's definitely on Canelo's radar. They have, Canelo's team has reached out. We know Andrade wants that fight. Canelo's team has reached out to, you know, Andrade's team to consider him as a possibility. Personally, I don't think Canelo really wants to fight Andrade because he doesn't need to fight Andrade. Canelo gave up his WBC belt. He's the franchise champion now. So if they fought, it would not be for the undisputed title. I guess technically you could say it was, but considering Jermall Charlo's the undefeated WBC champ now, that fight, to me, doesn't seem like it's. I just think Canelo's got other better options, bigger names, and more beatable guys. In terms of, that's not to say I think Andrade would beat Canelo, because I don't. I just think because of his style, it's an ugly fight. It's a hard fight to win, or to even look good against. Even if Canelo were to come out and dominate, I think it'd be tough for him to look good against him. So, you know, what are the other options? You know, Triple G obviously is an option. I'm not sure Triple G wants to face a guy like Andrade right now. I don't think he'd be afraid of it. I just think Triple G's going to look at better options. He's also in kind of the same boat as Canelo, where, you know, if the Canelo fight doesn't happen, he can look at other options. Danny Jacobs. I'm not sure Jacobs would want to fight him coming off of a loss to Canelo. Maybe. You know, they're both Matchroom guys with Eddie Hearn. I think it's a possibility, but I think Jacobs really is serious about possibly moving to 168. And again, does he want to take a chance against a really good boxer like Andrade, even though it would be for a world title, you know, after coming off a loss to Canelo? So, not sure. Maybe, though. Charlo, there's interest from Charlo. I have heard that. They're both undefeated champions. I think he should jump on that if it's a real possibility, if Canelo and Triple G don't want to fight him. So, you know, that'd be interesting for Andrade. David Lemieux is in the process of moving to 168. So if David Lemieux could make the weight, I think that'd be a great option for Andrade. But I really don't think Lemieux wants to fight him. Rob Brandt. You know what? If Rob Brandt beats Ryota Murata, this is a fight I think Andrade should consider and push for. But I don't think Bob Arum would want to risk Rob Brandt taking on Andrade right now, even though it would be technically unifying belts. Sergey Derevyanchenko, he's in line for the IBF title. I don't think he'd want to risk it by facing off against Andrade, even though it would be for a world title. It's just Andrade's a tricky, tough guy to face, so, you know. And then Ryota Murata, again, it's another guy Bob Arum's going to protect. If Murata beats Rob Brandt in a rematch, I think he's going to protect him and not have him cross the street to face a guy like Andrade. And then really the top 10, Matt Korobov is the other guy. This is a guy I think maybe would say, hey, I'd like to go over and fight him, but it's just, it'd be one of those opponents that if Andrade beats him, I don't think anybody would really care, you know? I mean, I would. I think it'd be a nice win. Korobov's a good guy, but, I mean, I think Andrade's to the point now where he really wants to expose himself to the mainstream boxing, you know, media and fans. So, you know, Andrade, I really hope he gets a good, solid opponent next. I think he's really pushing for it. It's just tough because of his style. You know, with Jermall Charlo, when I did his What's Next, it wasn't about Charlo's style. It's more about the fact that he's like a PBC guy and nobody else is. But with Andre, it's really because of his style. He's not a big name, but his style really throws people off. I think people are really not attracted to his style and really wanting to face him. So it's kind of tricky. So we'll see what happens. That's Demetrius Andrade. We really should hear any day now if he's going to get the fight that he wants with Canelo, though. And, you know, we'll see what happens. All right, guys, that's it. True Boxing, you've been hit with the truth.